What's up? It's Leaf with Freeskier back in the Gear Lab, and today we're going to be talking about the Salomon Strive 14 Alpine binding. This is Salomon's flagship Alpine binding. It's going to have a DIN range of 5 all the way to 14, which kind of sits it right in the middle. Binding DIN ranges out there. It's going to be more than a binding with a max of 11, and then a little bit less than a DIN range with a max of 16. And for most skiers, a DIN range 5 to 14 is ideal and perfect, and is going to get your DIN right in the center. What sets this binding apart, in my opinion, is going to be this heel system. So instead of using one huge spring like some other bindings out there on the market, this binding uses 3 springs into the heel. It's going to be easier to step in and out of the heel of the binding and provide a little bit of a snappier feedback than a binding with one massive spring. And this is great if you don't weigh that much and you have a hard time stomping into a binding, or it's really helpful and you need to step into a binding again at like a 40-degree slope. It's going to be way easier to get into this than a binding with one spring. Moving on to the toe, the first major thing to look at is going to be this wide AFD. So AFD stands for anti-friction device, and essentially it's this piece that moves right here. And having a wide platform here is going to give you more control and power over your skis. There's going to be more surface area for your boot to drive the ski. This binding also sits very low on the ski, as you can see on my hand here, and this is just going to provide a better human to ski feel, which is going to make your turns probably feel that ever bit more snappy. This binding also accepts Alpine, grip walk, and some touring toes. The way it's designed, it fits a lot of different boot styles. Finally, the Strive 14 comes in numerous colors to match any ski design that you have. This one we chose is the pink. We think it looks pretty cool. You don't see a lot of pink bindings out there anymore, and so it's pretty flashy and fun. But this binding is really just a great workhorse for someone who is spending all of their time in the resort. It is just a reliable Alpine binding that is a great choice to put on your new pair of skis.